2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
The blue line making its way. Now it's ended up. It sure is. Thanks, David. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You take a look at Beal. He's gotten his share of votes, but there are still a lot of players in front of him.
And it's just been tough in the East this year. Kevin, so many guys are having huge seasons. Even getting near the top 10 is impressive.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. And now Washington's starting group. We've got Russell Westbrook, Hachimura out there with Thompson. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Oladipo in at the 2. And for Boston, Michael Porter's out there with Bogdanovic. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Wall in at the point. And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. Beal from long range. Thompson with the rebound.
And with all their rangy wing defenders, the Celtics are well suited for the modern game.
Oh, yeah, they make it tough for opponents to get clean looks on the perimeter, GA, with their defense. I mean, it's a strong defensive team also because of the competitors that they possess.
Shot clock at 6. Good on the shot.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Wall passes to Plumlee. Back to Wall. Millsap with the steal. And they're on the break. Outside Westbrook. Oladipo for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Oladipo's got 5 points so far.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And so many issues for this Wizards team the last few seasons have been due to a lack of an inside presence.
Yeah, inside scoring has been a problem, GA. I mean, they've had to lean heavily on outside shooting. Also, though, they've been struggling with rebounding.
Now, here's Thompson. He dishes it to Westbrook. Passes it to Hachimura. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And let's quickly check out the best young defenders, how they've been playing in the low post lately. Your rookie block leaders for the past month. Third is Michael Porter.
He's been a factor on the inside. An impressive stretch for him defensively.
Westbrook against Wall. Westbrook with the bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Oladipo against Beal. There's the pass to Bogdanovic. Pass to Plumlee. Stolen by Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Now here's Wall. He had a 30-point outing their last game against New Orleans.
I mean, and you look at his free throw numbers. I mean, it shows you how much pressure he put on the defense.
Now Westbrook following the miss by Michael Porter from deep. Left side Westbrook. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. All with it. Westbrook picks him up. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
A superb strength from the crafty guard. Wall's used to getting knocked around. he sticks with his shot.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
Well, it has been a long road back from injury for John Wall, Greg. The heel issue followed by the Achilles tear.
And you just hope that Wall can make a full recovery and get back to the player he once was. Provides so much with his speed and playmaking as well as scoring.
And that one, good.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark. And so it's the Washington Wizards holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game.
My season wouldn't mean nothing to me if I don't make it.
Well, that's the mindset you have to have.
You know, individual accolades are great, but team success is what it comes down to.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Bogdanovich out there with Plumlee. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Wall in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. 6 to shoot. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And Boston with the rebound. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team.
And while they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
Yeah, a lot of people think the separation still exists, but I myself, I want to see what happens in this first game before I make that call.
Millsap kicks to Westbrook. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Look, Thompson's getting after it. A highly skilled offensive rebounder who crashes with power.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Celtics. Trailing here by 8. Ball stolen. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And as always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. You look at Boston, they're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season. And of course, the Wizards, 3 games behind.
And, you know, for Boston, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
They do look like they're the same kind of team they were last year. Good, but not special.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. This when it comes to offensive rebounding, who does the best job of creating second chance opportunities now?
Oh, it's 2 names, Andre Drummond, Steven Adams. And the toughest part about it is, as a defender, you don't only have to worry about guarding your man, going over and helping, but then you have to worry about guys that are just hanging out in the rebound painted area, just waiting for their turn. And so it takes the wind out of you, it tires you out, but also the mental focus that game is all over the place because no matter what you're doing, you always have to come back to the thought, oh no, now box out because this guy's a beast on the boards.
Here's Beal. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. And that one is good.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Wall passes to Beal. Right side, Porter. He's off on that one. And Washington the other way now.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
They just looked a step quicker all game long. They knew they had an advantage on offense.
Pass to Bogdanovich. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And Beal kicks to Bogdanovich. Good, it's Beal picking up the assist. Bogdanovich has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Westbrook dishes to Oladipo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on John Wall.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Oladipo hits them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
With some arc, Wall's shot is off.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. The offensive rebound.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
And so it's the Washington Wizards. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Washington in control. They are leading.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
The second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. They've got Tristan Thompson, Russell Westbrook out there with Oladipo. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Hachimura in at the power forward. Westbrook passes to Hachimura. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you can see what makes Hachimura a tough cover. He can beat you with finesse, and also he can bring the hard hat. And Chris, a very unique experience playing in the nation's capital. What was your time like with Washington?
Oh, I love DC. Oh, I love Chocolate City. I mean, the surrounding areas of DC love the team as well. There's something special about playing in the capital.
Here's Wall. 5 on the clock. Misses off the left iron. Wizards leading by 12. For 3, Westbrook. Beal pulls it in. The Celtics shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. And finished off by Porter.
We've seen Bill evolve as a playmaker, including how he spots his open teammates.
Westbrook up top, covered by Wall. Plumlee with the steal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Boston shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And at times, Chris, reporters have talked about a rift between Beal and Wall. But you know what? Beal has nothing but great things to say about his backcourt mate.
Yeah, Kevin, I mean, Bill has said himself that he believes a lot of his success is due to Wall. I mean, Bill's production with Wall sideline flourished. I mean, but Bill would much prefer to have Wall by his side.
4 on the clock. Oladipo for 3. And Boston with the rebound. Right side, Wall. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wall's got 9.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
And finished off by Westbrook.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Beal, that's for 2. Kept alive by Boston. And that one's good by Porter.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Westbrook passes to Thompson. That shot missing. Plumlee with some nice D. Here's Porter. Rebound by the Wizards. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oladipo left side. Thompson passes to Hachimura. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Wall.
The surge in his free throw percentage this month is noticeable. He's looked a lot more comfortable at the line. Part of his job now should be attacking the D, going head on, drawing fouls, and trying to ride this hot streak.
Porter against Millsap. Outside Bogdanovich. Good work defensively by Millsap.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Plumlee and Thompson sends it back.
Look, Thompson is a more than capable defender. He has excellent length, and he uses that to swat away shots.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. The Wizards shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. With 1 on the clock, that shot is off. And so it's Washington in control with a 9-point lead to end the. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the floor for Boston, Bradley Beal is out there with Wall. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovich. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Porter. And at the 3, the small forward.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
This is what Thompson wants every time. He wants to get near the rim and try to throw it down.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And John Wall, of course, having to fight back from that torn Achilles, but also is now having to play up to that super max contract he signed.
And with Wall, no doubt he's a star guard. But with that contract, Greg, comes heavy expectation.
No doubt. And I'd like to see Wall become more proactive, really as a playmaker on offense in the near future. Depending on how he feels after the injuries, he might need to change his style just a bit.
Oladipo misses.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Takes a shot at the elbow. Rebound, Washington. Thompson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Ball's knocked loose. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Beal's running. Bogdanovich, no luck. Washington leading now by 11. Millsap finds Westbrook. And there's Oladipo on the assist from Westbrook. And that's 13 points for Victor Oladipo. And it's Wall with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Chris, more and more we're seeing star players give their sneakers to fans at the end of games. Did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah, man. Especially when I was with Dada, I would give a pair of shoes away after every game.
Oh, great.
Really love doing it on the road. At home is really cool, but on the road is great because that's where you know that fan braved all those other fans and the elements to wear your jersey and to be the only one there. So you look for that kid. I used to look for the kid with the number 4 Weber jersey and be like, hey, kid, I know what you went through to wear that tonight. You make sure you go home with these bragging rights. Tell them these are fresh from the game when we beat your team, baby.
Yeah, Just a neat way to connect. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He challenged his players to try to take control here. He said, this is when we want to be efficient. This is when we absolutely have to execute. We'll see if they can get it done, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. And here we go. Washington fast break. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. Celtics trail by 16. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the fourth. Beal finds Porter. Over Millsap. Boston again missing. For Washington, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Westbrook. Thompson. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Wizards.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Russell Westbrook.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Here's Porter. Tries again. That one misses. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Now Westbrook outside Millsap. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Westbrook. Puts up a 3. Porter pulls it in.
And not doing his team any favors jacking up three-pointers. He needs to realize that right away.
Shoots from 14. Wall, no luck. Here's Washington. They're on an 11-2 run. Beal against Oladipo. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.